Hey, how's it going? Night Door here, Bob. And this is another episode of The Angry Trucker. You know, I know I've touched on this point before, but somebody just did something that the only thing I could say is like, what the fuck? Sorry, excuse my language. But I mean, okay, I'm coming up. We're on a 6-lane highway, 3 lanes in each direction. I'm in the middle lane. I'm coming up behind somebody that's going slower than I am. No big deal. That happens all the time. So, I put on my turn signal, switch lanes, pass them, turn signal again, switch back into the middle lane. All legal, turn signals, everything. This joker who was going slower than me to begin with because I was catching up to him, and when I got behind him, he didn't move. He was going slower than me, so I passed him. No, like I said, no big deal. But he didn't want to be behind the truck, so he switches lanes, and I was watching. He didn't use the turn signal, so that was illegal. Passes me, and at this point, since I was going the speed limit, he's speeding. So passes me, switches lanes again without a turn signal, and puts on his brakes. I see the red lights. He puts on his brakes and slows down again. And then, so this wasn't just stupidity. I mean, it was stupidity, but it was deliberate stupidity, okay? It wasn't like just being careless, like some people are careless or not paying attention. This was deliberate stupidity. I just can't imagine what would cause a person like that, to do something like that, where you are deliberately putting your life in danger. He was driving a little bitty car. It was a Toyota something, and I mean, if we had a collision, he wouldn't have survived it. And, so why would you behave like that? Eventually I was able to pass him again, and I looked over. I was going to flip him the bird, and it was an old geezer. What the hell? An old person's supposed to be cautious. An old person's supposed to know better. An old person, is supposed to have a certain amount of wisdom. If you're acting like a fucking teenager and you're 70, 80 years old, you don't need to be on the road. You should not be driving. I mean, first of all, you do not have the reflexes of a teenager. So, I have a hard time with old people driving to begin with because, they just really screw up the highway as far as I'm concerned. But when you start behaving like a teenager and you're 70 or 80 years old, you should know better. You should definitely know better. So anyway, this is Night Door, the Angry Trucker, saying till next time, roads be smooth, chicken house is closed, may your pipe never run empty, get the hell out of my way!